Has FFRF gone woke? FFRF, also known as the Freedom from Religion Foundation, is one of the United States' largest movement-based church-state think tanks out there. They are known for having a gigantic team of attorneys dedicated to protecting the separation between church and state on the local, state, and national level. They want to keep every sector of government free from religious intrusion and free from theocracy. And I, myself, Thomas Sheedy of Atheists for Liberty, had a very interesting upbringing with FFRF. Back when I was a student atheist activist around a decade ago, I received a student scholarship from the Freedom from Religion Foundation. I was their student of the year, I guess, in 2015, brought out to Madison, Wisconsin to accept a $5,000 check from Annie Laurie Gaylor, co-president of FFRF. They're a massive organization with a gigantic team of donors, influencers, activists, and attorneys galore, like I just said. And they were known, especially back in 2015, for making a very known commercial that aired on national American television.
Hi, I'm Ron Reagan, an unabashed atheist, and I'm alarmed by the intrusions of religion into our secular government. That's why I'm asking you to support the Freedom from Religion Foundation, the nation's largest and most effective association of atheists and agnostics, working to keep state and church separate, just like our founding fathers intended. Please support the Freedom from Religion Foundation. Ron Reagan, lifelong atheist, not afraid of burning in hell.
Ron Reagan, not afraid of burning in hell. That was Ron Reagan, son of former President Ronald Reagan, making that infamous commercial for the Freedom from Religion Foundation. They're a massive organization, and in many ways, I still have to thank Annie Laurie Gaylor for helping me get my start in atheist activism and ultimately politics. I have a lot of respect still for a lot of the great work that FFRF does, specifically their work to maintain church-state separation. But recently, their work has divulged a little beyond church-state separation, a little beyond that original mission that got them all that support, all those donors, all of those people that are willing to read their newsletter and support all their legal funds to make sure that we have a healthy establishment clause maintained in this country. I was on Twitter a few days ago, and I saw this clip, unfortunately, saying here that the Supreme Court struck down the use of affirmative action in admissions at Harvard and UNC, University of North Carolina, I believe. FFRF condemns the decision as white Christian nationalism designed to wreak havoc in our higher education system. Affirmative action ensures that students of color receive a fair shot. So we got this little graphic, I believe not from FFRF, but from a different organization. They decided to put this up on their own Twitter. All students deserve a fair shot at going to college, regardless of race, income, and where they grew up. So regardless of where you stand on the issue of affirmative action, the model, I guess you could say, of many of these other atheist organizations that have existed for a long time, they always had a bent politically in terms of its membership going one way, but there was this neutral kind of environment where if you're supporting FFRF, the Freedom from Religion Foundation, a church-state separation organization, they're going to do church-state separation work. And every now and then they've dabbled into a few other political issues here and there, but usually they related directly to religion. They related directly to protecting church-state separation or the civil rights of atheists nationwide. Affirmative action, there's really no religious connection much to affirmative action and to that issue in and of itself, and getting into racial issues, getting into those issues of equity on college campuses, that has nothing to do with the church-state separation fight whatsoever. Now, for some of you, this is old news, seeing other atheist think tanks go in a kind of woke direction away from its original mission and purpose. It's in fact the reason why Atheists for Liberty exists. We are the old atheists from those many years ago, the majority of atheists who want to support atheist activism and not critical social justice activism. If you want to support social justice work, go support a social justice organization. However, my message is a little different than what you might think. Some of you watching might think that I'm about to say, everybody don't support FFRF. FFRF has gone woke. Oh my God, it's such a surprise. I can't believe it. Well, a lot of us have been seeing this happen throughout the last several years. FFRF has made its decision. They are gone in the critical social justice direction, just like nearly every other atheist project in this country, with the exception of Atheists for Liberty and some other smaller projects that are developing. It's not a surprise, and we shouldn't be shocked at all. And here's what I want to say about this matter. If you are a social justice activist within FFRF and you don't want non-woke atheists in your ranks, that is fine. That's fine. If we're all together trying to protect church-state separation and normalize atheism in this country, then okay. If you're a non-woke atheist and you don't want to support FFRF anymore because of their woke bent or the social justice, non-atheistic direction that they're going in when it comes to their branding, that's okay. They can continue to do their work and we can continue to do ours. In fact, if you're a former FFRF supporter or a current FFRF supporter and you don't like the direction that FFRF is going in, come join us at Atheists for Liberty instead. We're a national 501c3 nonprofit organization. We're trying to normalize atheism, and we think we're doing that quite well. We want to safeguard secularism. We want to preserve free thinking, and we want to advance individual liberty. So many of these classic things that made the atheist movement so successful in the first place. And you can support us by going to atheistsforliberty.org. And also, if Dan Barker or Annie Laurie Gaylor, the co-presidents of the Freedom from Religion Foundation, they ever do want to work with us on something, I always state this on podcast, my phone is always available for them to call at any time. They can always reach out to me via email. I always like to put differences aside for the betterment of our values and our mission. And so they can have social justice activists within their organization. We can have non-social justice activists within ours. And who knows? Maybe even one day we'll send some representatives over to FFRF's convention to see how things are going there. And they can do the same with our events. FFRF has gone in that social justice direction. We shouldn't be shocked whatsoever. And you know what? Let them. Let them go ahead and do that. And let's continue to do all the great work here that we are doing here at Atheists for Liberty. Thank you all so much for watching. Please join, like, comment, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. We're going to come out with more content real soon. Have a happy summer, everybody. See you next time.